Okay. Says, hey, quiet, King David, quiet. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Miss Aurora has to test this streaming thing again today. Miss Aurora has to do this test. I don't know what the mic said. Boy, I know King David want to get up here. King David wants to get up here real bad. King David wants to get up here real bad. And he said, come here, King David. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Look at this. Okay. Okay, so obviously I'm streaming. Obviously it's working. Um, Mr. Aurora has to do this test. This is a winning Wednesday, and Mr. Aurora is in here working it out for everyone. It's been a long morning. You all know I'm on the West Coast. So it's a little bit after 2 for Miss Aurora. And I got some slowness going on. I got slowness happening here. I got slowness. Okay, I am. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Secured entrepreneurs. While I'm doing this test, I want to take this time to answer some of these questions that many of you have emailed to Miss Aurora. And I want to thank you for emailing. Please continue to do so at info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. And as I always say when I do these tests, these live tests, if in fact something is going on with the video, I will put the DJ Khaled remix on the video and re-upload it, okay? So what I want to talk about to the secured entrepreneurs who are emailing some very distressing emails, okay? What to do when your life is falling apart as an entrepreneur, okay? Nothing is going right. You are broke down to the white meat. You are practically without a home. You don't know what you're going to do. You know that you have a fabulous business. You know that you serve with excellence. Yeah. Somebody got jokes. You know that you serve with excellence. You know that your product or products are excellent. However, the universe has not played in your favor. Now, many of you have sent in some emails saying, it's not like I'm not trying. It's not like I haven't been out here doing what I need to do. It's not like I haven't attended conferences. It's not like I don't get up on people's tutorials and I haven't paid people to teach me how to have a business online. Okay? And then many of you are saying, I'm a single mom. There's not that much money that I'm going to really be able to donate or dedicate to my marketing and things like that. And then I don't really have time to live on social media when I'm raising my children. Okay? I have gotten emails from a lot of men, and I'm telling you, I know that especially young men need mentorship because people in general are extremely lost. Now, one thing, Miss Aurora, can relate to, and this is a few of the emails. Yeah, Miss Aurorah went to court, and the judge will tell you that he or she doesn't have any power over the owner of wherever you're living putting you out. But he will give you a week, okay, or two, it doesn't matter, okay? Because we all know that you could have paid on time the whole time you were someplace. You could have paid your car note on time for 2 or 3 years, okay? You could pay the electricity bill on time forever and ever. It's that one time that you can't show up financially that people want to shut you down and put you out and take your things away from you, okay? Yes, Miss Aurorah understands all of that, all right? I have shared numerous times with the Secured Entrepreneurs Miss Aurorah's Dark Night of the Soul, okay? So I thank you for emailing, all right, and sharing your stories, because you know that Miss Aurorah can truly, truly relate, right? So you're asking me, what should I be doing, because now I'm in a conundrum. This is a toss-up. Do I live outside? Do I go try to stay with somebody? You know, what do I do? So the first thing that Mr. Aurorah is going to tell all of the entrepreneurs who are going through this, number one, if in fact you are facing a situation where you will be without a home, like you all know Miss Aurorah was temporarily, right? If you're facing that, you're going to have to get out there, and you're going to have to get out there without fear. Because see, fear is the trick, because what you don't understand about this time, and I'm going to try not to go too deep in this video because you know Mr. Aurorah can take it there. But what you don't understand about what's really happening in this time, this is a setup for some very auspicious miracles to happen to you. All right. Now, to get the miracles to really play with you, play in your favor, okay, you've got to now release the anger behind why you're going through what you're going through at this moment. And that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. But the holding on to the anger, you may have anger, you may have resentment. The worst is going to be humiliation. Now, if somebody humiliates you, you're going to have a huge issue with forgiveness. That's the word I want to say. You're going to have a huge, it's hard to really, look at a person who has humiliated you and like them, love them, want to be around them ever again in your life, okay? So if in fact you are facing this time, this thing is happening to you at this time, the very first thing you have to do is release yourself by any means necessary of anger, guilt, resentment, the feelings of embarrassment and humiliation. Because what happens while you're out there trying to get your life together? Are you saying you should go deep? Brandon's saying go deep. Okay. We're leaving this test up here, Brandon. Me and my robe and all. And the Secured Entrepreneurs know I don't really like to come on here with my robe unless it's like a 3 a.m. shenanigan video. But today is that type of day. I got to get it in, right? So, and Brandon and KJ, I don't know how to open the chat. So, I told y'all, this is a test. I'm working on this software. Whoever knows how to use OBS, let Miss Aurorah know what to do. Because this version of OBS is 30.2.3, and it doesn't use a stream key for YouTube. Normally, you have to go to YouTube, press live stream, put the stream key in, and then you will be able to do everything from YouTube. This here is not allowing that, or I don't see it. I don't know how to open it up. Yes, it is. Yes, Brandon. Brandon, is it not? So you must release those energies, because when you're out there, those energies are now going to do nothing but connect you with people who are being inhabited by those very same energies. It is the lowest vibration that you can carry at this time. When it is, you need the auspicious miracles to begin to work within you, for you, okay, around you, with you, okay? You need all of that right now. So you have to dismiss the best you can all of these feelings, because the last thing that you want is to get around people who will never understand what you're going through. They're never going to understand what you're going through. They cannot advise you. They can't make a suggestion to you. They cannot help you. And the universe is seeing to it that they cannot help you. Okay? The people around you who even have the means to do it don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They have been waiting for this moment because they don't like that you like who you are, you know who you are, and you've been out here doing the life the way you want to do life. So all the people, most of the people who are around you, they're really judging you, and they've been judging you. And part of the energy that's falling on you right now has to do with the thoughts that people have thought towards you. Remember that it only takes a thought. You only have to think a thing towards a person, okay? This is why they're telling you that, voodoo is real. All hexes, things like that. Those things are extremely energetically real. All right. Every even all my Christian friends, we get into the Bible and all that stuff, and we all know what the scripture says. The thoughts that I have towards you are thoughts for good and not for evil. Thoughts to prosper you, give you a future and a hope. Right? You got that same power. What are you thinking towards yourself? Number one, what are you thinking towards yourself? What are you thinking towards other people? What are people thinking towards you? Right? Okay, so in this instance, you have got to relieve yourself of the need to be around people. This is the hero's journey, where the hero must go it alone. All right, and so again, to all my Christian friends, that's the story of Christ. This is the hero's journey. Look, I've been surrounded by 12 dummies. Think about this. Look how long he told the disciples that he was gonna go and do this thing. They wasn't even understanding half the stuff he was saying. They didn't understand anything the man was saying. And they're telling him, no, Lord, that ain't happening. And he's like, I keep telling you that it has to happen in order for XYZ to come into play. And you standing up here telling me, no, Lord, that ain't gonna happen. And he got to stand there and rebuke people. I mean, it was insane, right? So he had to take the journey alone. He had to, and it's allegory for, not to offend anybody, but you're living that same story is where I'm going with that, okay? We're all adults on this channel. We speak the truth. Comment below. Wherever the comment section is, Brandon, because I don't know where it is. But this is your time where you're going to have to carry your cross alone. And if it is you try to get involved with people, you try to be housed by people, you try to be helped by people, it is human nature to kick a person when they are down, okay? Now, how you're going to come out of this is going to depend on where your mind is stayed while you're in it, okay? So if in fact, you got negative people, you don't have anybody that has been there, done that, and can actually lead you and guide you through how it is you're going to get through this, it's no need for you to have conversations with people. That's what Mr. Aurorah is going to tell you. Because one of the things that, when the dark night of the soul started for me, I was asking people, okay, how do I start over? How am I going to start over right now? Like, what's really going to happen? Nobody had an answer for Miss Aurorah. Nobody had an answer. And it was designed that way because I'm the hero in my story. I'm the hero in my story. I am my own rescue, okay? And that's what you're going to discover right now, that you are your own rescue, right? Okay? So you have got to get rid of those things. Don't even try to be around people. Do not talk about your situation to people who could care less, don't know what you're going through, don't want to know what you're going through, because they don't want to do anything for you. They don't want you to ask them anything. Just be quiet. This is your time to be still and be quiet. And to answer the other thing, no, you cannot worry about your credit card bills at this time. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about people, things that you owe and all that stuff. You can't get into that because what you're doing is stressing yourself, worrying yourself, and for what? Because you have no control over the situation. If you're telling me you've done all that you can do, and how many of us have been in that situation before? You've done all that you can do. All right? This thing still has not worked out. You're receiving the sign that this is the way it's going, Jack. Now, I could get into this jacked up and stay in it for a long time, because that's what's going to happen. The longer you feel adversely about this thing happening right now, you will stay in that thing. You're going to stay in it. Okay? So the way to get out is to accept. You got to accept, okay, this is what it is. Okay, drug delay. Oh my. Okay. Accept that this is what it is. Now, what are the action steps that I need to take to not betray myself? Because if you start doing things that are not true to you, the hill downward is just it's gonna be so low. It's almost like it's gonna be lower and lower and lower. Okay, it's gonna be lower, lower, and lower. That's right. Okay. With the thumbs up. Okay, that's exactly what's going to happen. All right. So once you now get yourself together, because you can't be in a panicked phase right now. You can't panic, because when you panic, you can't think straight. You're not going to be able to see your way through mentally. You're not going to be able to do that. So you have to be calm, get into your meditative state, go down the list of the things that you can, things that you can do. What can I do right now? How do I need to prepare? If I have to live outside, what do I need to have out there with me? Am I going to be in my car? Okay, where am I going to park? Where are the bathrooms? Okay, because I got to be next to something, do I have a gym membership? Can I get a gym membership somewhere to pay like a month, $20 for the month or something like that, without getting into a contractual agreement, because you know that you're going to have to go and shower somewhere, right? What's going on? All right, because I can't. People are messaging Miss Aurorah, because I cannot. I don't know where the message thing is, right? But you're going to need to have the ability to shower and move your body. PJ production is going all out today. That's right. This is a PJ production. Okay, you're going to need to put yourself in places where you have the opportunity to still care for your physical body, because that's going to play a big role in your mental stability while you're going through this situation. Because if you cannot give yourself a moment to wash your face, drink water, okay, stay hydrated, have a little bit of something to eat, okay, and collect yourself, this is not going to go well. Okay, now, if you have some time before you have to get out there, this is the time to now reassess what it is that you've been selling that's not selling. What is it that you are selling that is not selling? How is it that you can package this thing that is excellent? Because if you try to sell out of this energy, it will not work. It will not work. Okay? You have got to understand that what it is that you are now presenting to the world is your greatest gift. This is your greatest gift, because you are on the last stand, so to speak. This is the last stand, okay? So now while you're out there, you still have the opportunity to bring in some monies, because there are going to be some things that you're going to have to try to keep together as best as you can. So if you're hosting a website somewhere, like I said, you got your product selling somewhere, you got to try to keep that together so that you can still collect monies. But at this juncture, whatever it is that you can get for the cheapest price to keep your website up, to keep your merchant account together, okay, you put that in place before this thing really goes down. Okay, try to get a handle on that. And one thing I do know is all of these platforms are going up in price. I've received about 3 emails now telling me that my package for this and that is now going up at the end of September and everything. Everybody's raising their prices on everything, okay? So you're going to have to make some adjustments, all right? You're going to have to make some adjustments. But if you don't try to put this thing in place before you get out there, the rock bottom is going to take longer to come up from, because at all times you want to be of service. Now that sounds pretty weird in the situation that you're in right now. That's going to sound like, now somebody needs to give me some service, okay? Now, the other thing that I've been seeing out here, people on YouTube, they have come out and told their audience that they are in a crisis. They cannot pay their rent. They cannot pay their car note. They cannot keep their lights on. They have put GoFundMe's up there, okay? And they told people, all this good content that I've been kicking out to all of you, I need for you to give something back to me. And people are donating to them, okay? So that's another thing. If you have an audience and you don't have a shame about letting people know what's going on with you, that's another thing that's happening. People are asking for donations. People are asking to be assisted because they've been out here giving value. People are viewing the videos. People are commenting on the videos. Your channel may not be monetized, so you're not collecting a check. Or if you are collecting a check, it's definitely not enough to meet your needs at this time, which is why you're saying, what am I going to do when the world is falling apart and I'm out here trying to run a business? I'm out here trying to be an entrepreneur, okay? But the reality of this situation truly is that many of you who are emailing are truly undercapitalized, okay? And I've been there, done that, and I got like 17 blouses, okay, because of it, okay? Because when it is that you are undercapitalized, you're not really going to be able to market yourself the way that you need to be marketing yourself. Just like you're telling Miss Aurorah, I'm raising children, I'm married, I don't have time to live on social media. I can't be on social media all day. I'm not free like that. I can't live up here like that. I got obligations in life. Can't do it. Okay, so that means that you're definitely one of the people who you're going to have to place some ads somewhere. People need to be seeing you showing up on just about every platform that you can show up on. All right, so that's really what Miss Aurorah wants to share with you, that you definitely are going to have to be fearless at this time. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. You're definitely going to have to be fearless at this time. You're going to have to forget, just totally leave behind the feelings of fear, anxiety, okay? Like I said, the anger, all of that. Please release it from yourself so that the miracles can begin to show out for you. Now, Miss Aurorah could really write a book about miracles. When I tell you that when I was going through the first phase, because there's many phases to the dark night of the soul, okay? I don't want to scare the mess out of you, right? But there are many phases to the dark night of the soul, okay? And so when I was going through the first phase, I met people, strangers, people who never saw me a day in their life, be extremely kind to me. I mean, treated me like they knew me forever. I used to be in this park. I used to be in the park with the dog. And how many of the secured entrepreneurs know that I love Bruce Willis? And I would be sitting there totally slap out of my mind watching Die Hard 1, 2, and 3 with the rest of the homeless people. Okay? I used to be doing that because you don't know that you done had a nervous breakdown because you're not a doctor. You don't know that that's what's happening to you because you've gone so. That's why I can tell you, don't harbor these feelings because you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it, right? So I'm there with the dog, and this beautiful woman, Bridget, she's there with her dog, and I maybe saw her twice, something like that. And she came up to me with her dog, and she said, "I want you to come home with me for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving. Because it was Thanksgiving. And I said, ma'am, do you know that, I'm homeless? Like, what? And she was like, I don't care. I don't care that you're homeless. I want you to have a home during the holiday. And I ended up spending Thanksgiving with this stranger, this woman that I didn't know, who didn't know me at all, and her entire family. And what sticks out of my mind is that chocolate mousse tres leches cake, because y'all know I love cake. Okay, this woman, I don't know who made this cake. I don't know who made this cake, but it was the best cake I ever had in my life. Okay. And, I felt like a real person again. And I felt like I was going to get my life back. I was going to be the woman that I knew I was. I was going to leave behind the pain, the disappointment, the betrayal, the hurt. Okay? I really knew then that I had an opportunity. And that's when I said, you know what? You're going all the way. This comeback is about to be so real. And that's why I'm telling you that when you're in this situation, you have got to know that the Most High is with you. The Most High is with you. Don't ever think that you are alone. I remember telling Shiny Peggy, I'm like, Shiny Peggy, I am so tired of people telling me, you're not alone. I am alone. I'm physically alone. Like, then I would be going, but the truth is, no. When I tell you there are angelic forces all around you, and they are waiting for you to say, okay, give me the strategy. Tell me what to do. If you just tell me what to do, if you just show me how to do it, I will do it. I will do it. If you just help me, I will do it. And I am telling you, it is like the heavens are going to open for you. I remember one day I was walking in the park with the dog, and there was these squirrels, and the squirrels was coming up to me like they were people. I was like, now this is weird. I ain't never had no squirrels come up to me like this. This is crazy, right? And I looked up in the sky. It had not rained, nothing. There was a rainbow. I mean, this rainbow was something out of Hollywood. I was like, now, how did this type of rainbow get in this sky? Nothing has happened out here. It is dry as a bone out here. Like, what is going on? I'm telling you, keep your eyes open. Keep your faith and know that all is well. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now. Please, whatever it is that you have in your mind, keep that in the forefront, because we already know whatever it is that you focus on is what's about to show up. So quit focusing on the fact that this thing is falling apart, because it is falling apart physically. It really is. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not, because it is. But energetically, you have the authority to make the change. See, the miracle happens at the speed of light. The quantum leap is going to happen because of an action that you take, okay? So I want you all to keep this in mind. And I want to thank you again for emailing me, and I read all your stories, and I prayed with a whole lot of you, and I've meditated for a whole lot of you who email, okay? And so please keep doing that. info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. And you all know you can meet me over at the 3 a.m. Shenanigans channel. I think it's 3 a.m. Shenanigans Aurorah Dey. I think that's the name that YouTube gave me. I don't know. I think that was all that is. But this was a test. But I'm going to leave this video up here because I need to watch a total. Somebody sent Miss Aurorah a tutorial on OBS 30.2.3 because this is the one that I'm trying to learn. Now, I hope that everybody was able to hear. I'm guessing so, because Brandon didn't tell me that that he couldn't hear me. So all right, now That's what I'm going to share in this stream. I'm going to leave this up here for everybody who is going through this, who is emailing me that you're going through this. And just know that everything is going to work out. Keep your business intact the best way that you can, because you're going to need to make money while you're out there. And if you cannot, DoorDash, what is it, Grubhub, if you have an automobile that runs well and you can do that, and some people are doing it on the bike, I see, there's so many other things that you're going to be able to do where you'll still have freedom. You'll still be able to get a hotel room some nights, rent a room somewhere. But again, like I'm saying, you want to keep people out of your affairs. You don't want people to know that you're in a precarious situation, because the last thing you want is for people to come and try to take advantage of you, abuse you in some type of way. Okay, because you have to protect yourself and you have to stay safe. All right, so you all know you can find me, Miss Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.